be reviewing a Christmas comedy film that came out in 2003 that is directed by Jon Favreau, and that stars Will Ferrell, Bob Newhart, Ed Asner, James Caan, and Peter Dinklage, and that movie is Elf. Okay, so this holiday adventure has just commenced, and so far we have seen the first appearance of our titular and main character Buddy, who is in reality a human who is raised by elves in Santa Claus's workshop. Alright, just so that you know, Buddy is played by Will Ferrell. Buddy is now hard at work on making sure toy Jack-in-the-Boxes work the way that they are supposed to. That is what they say Santa Claus's elves are supposed to do. Now he is being informed by Papa Elf, a secondary character who is Buddy's adoptive father, played by the late Bob Newhart, that he is not really an elf, but an actual human being who is raised by Santa's elves throughout his childhood. Oh dear, he just got told by Santa Claus, who is here played by the late Ed Asner, that his biological father unfortunately was on the naughty list. I, on the other hand, have always tried my hardest throughout my life to stay on the nice list during the Christmas time holidays. Buddy has now arrived in New York City where his actual biological father lives. Now he is having to learn how to adjust to life there. Now he has met up with his biological father, who is Walter Hobbs, who is played by the late great James Caan. Ha! He just put one foot way above the other on an up escalator. Even though I thought that was very funny to watch, whenever I would come across an actual up escalator, I would always imitate that scene from this film ever since first seeing it during my growing up years, and it would irritate some family members and friends of mine who would be present from time to time. Now he is being informed that a department store Santa is about to arrive, and got very excited at the mention of it because of him knowing Santa Claus personally. Buddy is getting into an argument with the department store Santa Claus, who is of course a pretend Santa Claus, and not the real one. Now he is getting snowballs thrown at him, but he at least got smart enough to throw snowballs of his own back at those who are throwing them at him. Buddy has just come across a short-statured human, who he mistakenly labeled as an elf named Miles Finch, who is played by Peter Dinklage. That sure ticked Miles off. Buddy has now once again met up with the real Santa Claus, and is now being told by him that he must help him out with getting his sleigh up and running again. Now we are hearing Santa Claus is coming to town being sung by a crowd of people, and sure enough, it is helping to get Santa's sleigh up and running again. As we get closer to the end of this movie, we are finding out that a fictional book is being written about Buddy's adventures, and all is now well for both his biological human family and his adoptive elf family. Overall, Elf is a truly lively and high-spirited Christmas-time favorite that both kids and parents can truly enjoy watching during the holiday season. Join me next time when I review Cop Shop. I'm Flick James Flick, your one and only movie reviewing secret agent out there.